Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much again. First, my name is Siggy Makonnen. I am deaf. I have been profoundly deaf since birth. When I reached school age, I attended Makainisa School for the Deaf. Before that, I have never attended school. During my first encounter with deaf sign language students, I was stunned, because I had no prior knowledge of what sign language was. Our class was a small room in front of the restroom. I was in 5th grade. A teacher came to my class and asked if I knew sign language. I told him I do not, since I was newcomer. Slowly, I started learning and understanding sign language and also doing well in school. I was not mature compared to my age. The teacher would come into the class every morning, say good morning, and we started our studies. I didn't know much at first, but I improved a lot. Mostly teachers were attending class and we always copied class notes from the blackboard. That is how I grew up. One day when I was in class, the school director, Mr. Damrachirnet, came and told me that my father has phoned the school. Mr. Damara told me that my father was wanting to communicate with me over the phone. I said okay and left class. Everyone watched me leave. When I entered the room, he lied to me and he locked the door from inside. After that, he forced me on the floor and raped me. He said to not tell my parents, teachers, students or anyone. He told me keep silent and zip my mouth. He warned me never to mention his name and never to say it was him. I said okay and kept quiet. I had to say okay, because I had no power. After that he unlocked the door and forced me to get out. I went back to my 5th grade class and sat down. My classmates asked me the reason why I went out to the director's office. I told them that my dad called, because I was fighting at school. They asked me who was I fighting? I did nothing wrong at school because I was a good student. They said, we know the director Damara is lying. I was trying to catch up on my school work, when the next day Damara came into my class and said, why are you fighting with students? I said to him, yesterday you told me I was fighting with students and now again. For 2 days, how? I said okay and went to his office. He locked the door again and said keep quiet. I begged him crying I cannot and I am too small for this. I am still in severe pain. Why? I begged him I cannot do it again, but he raped me again. The same as before, he told me to get out and never to talk about this to anyone. Most of the students knew that I had been going to his office for 2 days. They said to me, we know what he has been doing with you. I was shocked and asked them how they know. We know because when you come out from his office your face looks sad and weak. I told them it is not true. I went to Damara's office, because my father called to say never to fight at school. My classmates said we are not fools, we know what is going on, and the phone from your father was to fool you to go to his office. After few months, my belly started growing. That year at school I ranked last in my class, number 28. I was an excellent student before, but now I was mentally broken. I remember that time my belly grew big. I was 7 months pregnant. It was the rainy season and near the end of the school year. I tried to hide my belly and I was full of shame. The students felt sorry for me. One time I was absent from class and went with my stepmom to Black Lion Hospital for a pregnancy exam. When I went to school the next day, my teacher asked me why I did not come yesterday. I told him I went to Black Lion Hospital for medical checkup. He said, "Yesterday you have missed both class and test. No problem, and it is okay, you will do the test next time." He encouraged me. My classmates said Damara always go to 5th grade and calls you to his office. Most of my classmates were aware of Damara has raped and impregnated me. "We know you were virgin. He is the one, because we have been suspecting him." My classmate Abraham was angry, because he knows this fact. "We know you have done nothing and do not know anything." When I was struggling with shame at school, Abraham would encourage me. He would sit down beside me and try to comfort me. I finished my 5th grade tests and told my teacher my abdomen was very uncomfortable. I was so sick that I could not keep up in class. He allowed me to leave early and go home. I stayed home after that. I came from a very destitute family, so we had no money or basic things at home. No one helped me, not even the rapist Damara. However, my classmate Abraham helped me with my transportation. I am thankful for that. I stayed at my home. Then my stepmother was shocked. She asked me if something happened to me. I told her I was very sick. She said let us go together to Black Lion Hospital. I said okay, changed clothes, and we went there. During checkup, the doctor told me my water broke. Later I give birth to twins. I thought I was going to give birth to one baby, but it was twins. First, I give birth to the light-skinned one and the next was the dark one. I was in the hospital for a week to care of my babies and me. The doctor said you have been here for a week, so now it is time to go home. I was nervous since I did not have prior experience of holding babies. I held one baby and the other one was held by my stepmother. From hospital, I went straight home. I would breastfeed one of the babies while my stepmother held the other one. Then the other one would cry, so we would exchange babies. My father decided to give my twins away for adoption. He had already finished processing the adoption. I cried so much and was angry. That day I was so angry I ran away to my birth mother's home area called Aware. She asked me where are my twins. I told her that my father said he is going to give them for adoption today. She was also angry and sad and cried with me. She told me to stay with her. After 9 days, when I went back to my dad's home, my twins were gone. My father was sick. When I asked about my twins, he said I gave them away for adoption. About 2 weeks later, my father died. After some time passed, local government officials visited us to deliver news about my twins. They bought 6 photos and a letter. I do not know who did it, but the postal package was opened. I asked who opened the package? I do not know who did it, but the postal package was opened. I never discussed with the adoption organization. I did not know the local administration people. Therefore, I did not have the opportunity to meet and discuss about my twins' adoption process. Only the adoption organization is supposed to know this information, not the local administration. The adoption organization sent the letter with my home address to the local administration for delivery. I never knew about the address of where my children lived. I only received a letter and 6 photos. The letter and photos were passed around to different people. I never knew what the letter said. Now I only have the photos. I guess people felt since I was deaf the letter was not important to me. The only thing I have are the photos. When there is election or system change, local administration change too. Therefore, I cannot find the former local administrators and ask information. I feel so sad. I really miss them. All I have are their photos. I long to see them. I want to hear where they are. Really, my heart is broken. I have looked everywhere in Addis Ababa, but they are not here. They are somewhere abroad. I only want to know if they are alive or not. God knows where they are and He will help me find them. I always pray that they are somewhere alive and happy. With the help of God, I hope I will reunite. I always cry thinking where and how they are. My father did this to me and now I have no information where to look for them. It is tormenting every day. I looked for them on social media, sadly nothing. After I lost them I was in agony and married a hearing man if I could heal for a moment. I gave birth to 2 children, a girl and a boy. Later my hearing husband died. I lost my boy at early age. He died last year at the age of 24. He was not sick and he was healthy. We only found him dead in the morning in his bed. After my hearing husband died, later I married a deaf man. My deaf husband was a painter. I was happy for a moment, because we are both deaf. We give birth to a boy. He is my only one now and I want him to meet his twin sisters. Please help. I want my twins, but I do not have any news or information. I do not know who adopted them. I always ask my family if they know or hear news. I cry every day worrying about them. Please help, I really miss them. This is my heartfelt request to everyone. I cannot look for my twins. Maybe they are dead or alive, I want so much to know. Please help me and keep me in your prayers, so that I can find them. I do not know where they live, so please help me to find them. I want the twins I lost. I do not know which country they are. Please help me on finding them. I beg you all, please help me to reunite with my twin. Until this day, I never heard any news about my twins. If I cannot find my twins, I will be in grief until my last breath. They are nowhere to be found. Are they alive or are they dead? I want to see them so much. I really love them. There is no one to help find them. How can I find them? I love them so much.